Demario Davis, outside linebacker, Arkansas State, number 23. And I had a great experience at Arkansas State. I wouldn't change anything that happened for anything from the players I met, from the coaches I played for, to the people I met in the community, to the impact that we got to have, the legacy that we had the chance of leaving right before I left. I wouldn't change anything about it, man. Everything at Arkansas State was beautiful. Yeah, man. Played for some great coaches. You know, Steve Roberts, head coach for me for 3 years, and then Hugh Freeze came in that last year and had a big change. You know, they had different coaching styles, but pretty much the same coaching philosophy. And I learned a lot from both of those guys. My position coaches were Kevin Corliss and Tom Allen. Got a lot of respect for both of those coaches. They taught me a lot about football and a lot about life. I'm very appreciative. And yeah, I guess you can go on YouTube and find some of those videos. I don't really know. I just played, man. I guess probably one of the sacks. I had one big hit in Middle Tennessee about my junior year. Knocked the guy to the sideline. I was quite impressed with that one myself. I didn't even realize I had hit the guy that hard, but it's on the film and on the highlight, it's a pretty big lick. I think you can watch that one on YouTube, and just sacks. Some of the guys on the team, they had a lot bigger hits than me. Q Lee, the freshman I just got done playing with, man, that's probably one of the hardest hitting dudes I've ever seen. So there's a lot of guys hit a lot harder than me, but so. Man, I'm here because God has placed me here. He's allowed me to have this ability. Everything that has happened up to this point, I have to give full credit to him. And it's not been anything that I've done. I've just tried to take what he's given me and make the most out of it. He's given me a great ability to play the game. He's given me great opportunity to impact people. He's allowed me to have great communication skills to say exactly what I'm thinking and what's on my mind. And so I'm very thankful to him. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him and what he's given me. It's not because I was just this sorry guy that just worked his butt off and got big, but I'm here because of him. Jonesboro, Arkansas, man. It's you have to be there to understand Jonesboro. Some good things you can do. Go to the movies. Bowling alley is a big place. They got a new Cheddar's restaurant. Go to Cheddar's, man. It's the best restaurant in town. Low food. Cheap food, but you get a lot of food. And then just being on campus, man. Going to the basketball games, chilling in the dorm rooms. Different things. Got a lot that you can do. Influential people. Probably the most influential person ever in my life was my grandmother. She passed away when I was going into my sophomore year, but she had an impact on me from an early age. Just constantly telling me, you special, you can be whatever you want to be. There's something special about you, and that kind of stuck with me and resonated with me. She was a very big spiritual person, and now that I've come to know Christ for myself, I understand everything that she did and what she was about and why she was the way she was. My mom is very influential in my life. I have great spiritual leaders. David Gunn was my pastor, Jim Agan, Chuck McElroy, the guy who discipled me. And then I have a lot of brothers in Christ who are constantly around me, constantly keeping me up. And then my fiance, she's a great lady, a woman of God, who constantly keeps me encouraged and challenges me at times, and how her heart is set on serving other people, and that's big, teaching me a lot. I just have a good team around me. I have a lot of good core people around me, and not to mention all the great people that I know in Brandon, Mississippi, and Jonesboro, Arkansas. God has blessed me to come in contact with a lot of great people. The Culvers. It's just, I'm very blessed by God. We opened gifts on Christmas Eve, and I wanted to get her off guard and make her think she was getting this big gift that she wouldn't see it coming. And I got a big old bag and put a tissue paper, and I had a box. It was probably about this big, and filled it with candy. And I put a box. It had a house. It was a house box, and I had the ring wrapped inside a box. It was a box and wrapped in gold and had a bow on top. And then so she went through the big bag, and then she went through the big box, and both had cards, just talking about how we first met and then when we got together. And so it was kind of warming up to it, but she still didn't see what was coming. But she was like, oh, just. And so she went through the box, and then opened the house box and saw the box with the bow on it, unwrapped that, and then it was the K's box, opened that, and then it's the ring box, and then she opened it, and then she was just like it hit her that I was for the proposal. I walked over and told her why I wanted to marry her, and asked her to marry me. She said yeah. It was in front of my mom and her mom and dad, so it was a nice event. Not that I can remember. I think I had this robot one time when I was little, but my mom is one of 10, so I have a lot of cousins in Mississippi. Man, you know, family get together all the time. Weekends, family to come in, and you know, we eat good. Sundays was a big day for dinners. I stayed with my grandmother till like the 3rd grade, and so just being with her, she got to teach me a lot about life in general, and how to take care of yourself, and just a lot of common sense things. And so I just had a lot of good raising there. I just remember folks always telling me, you ask too many questions, you talk too much. I always been a bit of a talker, and I always been a bit of a curious mind. Your grandmother had me in church, had us in church all the time, but I had a lot of cousins, so cousins stayed near me, so we grew up to be like brothers. And so we ended up going to live with my mom in Louisiana. Then we ended up coming to Brandon. Just me and her, and played football. And for the first time in 4th grade, aside from playing with my cousins in the yard and stuff, but played for the first time in 4th grade. It was all right. I was a little scared getting out there early. But then 5th grade, I played running back for the first time and probably scored about almost 50 touchdowns, and that's when I knew. I was like, man, I probably got a little gift in football. And so middle school in 9th grade, excelled quite a bit, and then 10th grade, I was extremely cocky in high school. 10th grade, got the starting job, was probably like one of the underclassmen of the year. Got into a little trouble and got kicked out of school as a sophomore, and then the arrogance will always lead to destruction. But anyways, got into some trouble and got kicked out. Came back my junior year. The coaches had lost a lot of respect for me. They took me off the starting squad, and all my stats and stuff went way down. And then came back my senior year, and coach put me on defense for the first time, and I ended up getting a scholarship and ended up at Arkansas State. I'm gonna try to represent us well. I love Arkansas, Jonesboro, Arkansas, and the character of the people, and what we represent, which is hard work and great character, great sportsmanship, all that. And so I'm gonna try to represent us well. Definitely do it for the glory of God most of all, but to be able to represent a great people and a great community such as Jonesboro, which a lot of people may not know about, it means a lot to me. I'm Demario Davis, wrapping up College Football Performance Awards. I'm looking forward to playing on the next level and advancing God's kingdom in the NFL.